Okay, so we were back to the actual matches here. But we got to get into some fun replays. Those were good. I enjoyed those. Thanks a lot for those submissions. In the bottom, we've got Raton. His opponent to the top left, Tewesday. Alright, man. I feel like Raton beat me in what was it? In the Magnificent 21? I want to say. He beat me in some tournament match. I can't remember. My memory's terrible. Well, it couldn't have been. Yeah, it had to have been that, right? Because he didn't play the previous TnT championship, because that's what we're doing right now. I'm figuring things out. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I lost my match against Raton in the Magnificent 21, if I recall correctly. I think he got me with some lizard shenanigans and some like barbed wire and things like that I wasn't ready for. So both players are rushing here, which is kind of funny. Like, neither player scouted that the other one was rushing. They just both went for the 6-farm lizard opening. Raton played last season under the name Daffy. Oh, okay, so maybe it was that. That's right. So that's kind of funny. Both players here trying to rush their opponent. And, you know, I actually do like some of these pretty 8-farm lizard openings, you know. Especially if your opponent responds to it. Like, I've tested out. I mean, Chip used to do this way back in the day, but, like, go for, like, a 5-farm Warren, right? Force your opponent to respond. And then if they don't respond, obviously run in there, get some damage done. But if they do respond, then you can just supply block yourself with queued farms and never actually build any tier 1 out of that Warren, which puts you 60 food ahead in farm production, if that makes sense, right? Because your opponent built the units, you didn't. So that's a fun little trick to do. But so far, just one base from both sides. Map is definitely looking better for Raton here. Getting into some quick skunks. And again, skunks are not exactly what you're looking for against lizards, but they definitely can work. Ooh, Tewesday getting harassed while trying to go over there and take the mill. Actually, took the mill, canceled the mill, threw down a tier 2 Warren, and is going to chase this back home. Does actually have the superior number of lizards here. So if Raton's not careful, maybe Tewesday can return the favor. We're going to lose that turret too. So yeah, this is actually starting to look pretty good for Tewesday. Needs to commit though. Kind of bobbing and weaving. And overall, yeah, I think I like that better for Tewesday. What sucks though is losing that farm, right? That's actually a huge deal. And I think Tewesday needed to kind of move in from this angle as he was chasing Raton back to take out that pig and return the favor. Because right now, you know, Raton is still in the lead. You know, 7 to 8 farms is pretty significant. That's like a 10 or 12% difference in economy. But Tewesday trying to go up to double skunk. And again, you know, double skunk or skunks in general are really strong against squirrel. Let's see how it works out here against lizards. Typically, what I like to play with squizzard comps, and then I'll use my lizards to jump in on the opponent's skunks, right? But here, you're kind of in a weird spot, because if you try to all in with your lizards, like onto the skunks, maybe you're taking a lot of extra damage, like as you're running past that other tier 1. Raton going into some farms here. Single turret to defend. And so far, I do like this better for Raton. I mean, the cams are a little bit more appropriate against the lizard. However, you know, Tewesday took some punches in the early game, punched back a little bit. And now if Tewesday can just kind of let the game go on, right? Keep matching Raton on the second base. He'll even try to get like a farm or 2 ahead. You know, Tewesday does have this like ultimate late game comp, you know, with the triple tier 3 and the snakes. So if Tewesday can find a way to drag this game out long, they're going to be in a really good spot. And Badger's already on the way here. And Raton really needs to scout this Badger. This is an important scout. I don't even know where the Warren is. Who does not see it. Where? Oh, now he sees it. Okay, Raton did see the Badger. And how is Raton going to react? You can definitely sell off the turrets. Maybe try to build into some Falcons. No, instead is just going to mow down on the Lizards. Maybe try to attack before this Badger gets up and running. I would have loved to see the sell on those turrets. Ooh. Are we gonna Metal Gear Solid Chameleon? In there, get the Badger Warren? No, just setting up for a big attack. Is just hoping to break Tewesday before Tewesday can get to that Badger, and it might just work. A lot of units are falling. Raton's still got a couple units left over here. He's got the cam still up and running. Oh my gosh, is it gonna work? Just a little bit of HP left on these cams. Trying to target down that Badger Warren, but no. Overextended there, and Tewesday is able to clean everything up. Is fighting back, is chasing down these Lizards, and now I think Raton is in a little bit of a checkmate position. Once Tewesday gets this Badger up, I mean, Raton just does not have an answer for it. All right, Raton looking to get some damage done from the side here. And I think this is smart from Raton, right? Like, try to turn this into a base race. Oh, I was going to go for that Warren, which is a little bit of wishful thinking. The Badger's already here. But this is smart from Raton, right? Like, try to delay this engagement. Because Raton realizes they're not going to win the fight. But unfortunately for Raton, Tewesday wasn't far enough out on the map where it puts Tewesday in this awkward situation where it's like, do I keep going in? Do I, you know, try to go back and defend? And this Badger's just going to roll it over, and Tewesday going to take map number 1 here. Definitely a good recovery from a little bit of a rough early game there. And it looks like Night Slayer and Nicolaccio is going on over on Satoros' channel. Oh, Draz is a FXB player, right on. I just now know that. Over in the bottom left, we've got Tewesday, and up top, Raton. FXB, man, trying to take over the Tooth and Tail scene. I like it. But that means we need another clan to rise up, right? With some cool letters. To be their rivals. You know, you need to have a good rival for an anime. You know what I'm saying? You can't have Ash without Gary. Goku without Vegeta. Alright, Raton moving in here. Just taking a quick scout. This map looks okay. I mean, yeah, if you really analyze it, Tewesday does have more bases available. But, I mean, Raton, I mean, come on. You got 3 bases. That's all you need. So, looks like 8 farm openings for both sides. Tewesday actually going for a 7 farm mill into Lizards and to queuing a farm. Meanwhile, Raton just hasn't really committed to the second thing yet. We're definitely going to see either another tier 1 or another mill. Going for the mill, I do like that. The map is big enough to where that's not super risky. And let's see how they're going to play it. You know, both sides got the Badger, Lizard. Again, Tewesday's got this deck. This is the deck for Tewesday, it seems like, in this tournament. Or at least tonight. And Raton has changed it up a bit, rocking that turret artillery. And we might have a macro game on our hands here. Both sides kind of getting into it here. I love macro games, man. If I see my opponent wants to match me on farms, I'll just go total 8 farms on second base, like, immediately. You gotta be careful of that kind of thing. You gotta scout, you know. If you just throw down 8 farms on that second base and your opponent just keeps making tier 1, you can definitely get ran over. But yeah, in a situation like this, like if I came in as Tewesday, I saw 3 farms in my 2, I just build like 5 or 6 farms. Like, all right, man, if that's how we're playing this. Now let's see what Raton can do here. You know, who won? Now, Tewesday did not win their match, right? Didn't Draz win that? Yes. Okay, and Raton didn't win their match either. So, this is actually a very, very important round here. You're definitely not going to place an intermediate going 1-2, right? Even going 2-1, you might get tied. I don't know what we're going to do about a tie. Maybe just play a tiebreaker. I mean, obviously what you're looking for here is a 3-0. But the only person on track for that 3-0 is Horus. And Horus has got Draz coming up in round 2 for them. And is that the game? Which game is? No, it's Nicolaccio versus Night Slayer. I think Horus needed a little bit of a break. I'm not sure if they're waiting on us to cast it or if they're just playing it. But Draz is definitely no slouch, you know. Team FXB's got Trumpet looking out for him. Tewesday trying to get into some tier 2 this game. Meanwhile, Raton staying on Mass Lizards and looking to just eco up. And honestly, I like this for Raton. You know, taking these trades and all this tier 2 against Mass Lizards is really not what you're looking for most of the time, unless it's like chameleons. You know, things like snakes and skunks are just not the most effective against lizards. So, skunks you can kind of get away with, right? Because they're pretty tanky, and yeah, the lizards move around through the gas, but I mean the gas is still dealing a lot of damage to the lizard clump. But snakes are not what the doctor ordered in this situation. You know, snakes are really what you want against enemy tier 3. And it's been a while since Tewesday's had the opportunity to go scout Raton, so I think Tewesday was caught a little bit off guard by just the mass pure lizard coming out of Raton here. Which you know, if Raton keeps this up, can definitely pilot this to just a straight up victory here. Now, if Tewesday gets left alone for like a minute, you know, that's all he needs. He's trying to get these owls. Once these owls come out, and the 6 skunks, but I think Tewesday is just really being excessively greedy with the tech here. And if Raton can identify that, Raton's definitely got the opportunity to just come in and pounce. But if Raton doesn't identify it, and that window is closing pretty quickly here, Tewesday can actually make it happen. But yeah, and this is what I was worried about. But look, I mean, all that gas, you know. We like to say skunks aren't good against lizards. I mean, a lot of skunks did die there, to be fair. But Tewesday held on, man. And this wild card, as Mochacheeto pointed out in chat, I mean, after losing all that to that first lizard push, and then the response is to double owl, you know, that's crazy. It's craziness here. It's very bold, very, very, very risky. But Tewesday is getting away with it. One owl's not super threatening. A couple skunks are left here. But once this second owl gets up, maybe they have a chance. You know, these lizards are not actually busting through. Now, Raton's got a hell of an economy. Keep that in mind. Tewesday's put together the superior army comp against all odds. But is 2 owls enough mice? I mean, Tewesday's got a lot of lizards too, so I think it is. Especially with the skunks here backing him up. Yeah, that's game, man. Tewesday made it happen. You know, took a very, very risky decision-making path after that big attack kind of really crippled him. But I mean, I can't believe the Mad Lad is maybe getting away with it. However, I might have spoken too soon, because one of the owls did fall, and when you're doing something like this, especially on low economy, you gotta keep those owls alive. And Raton just is just Zap Branniganing through. Like, just throwing more and more lives at the problem. And Raton has the superior economy here. And Tewesday really, really wants to get that mill down, but just can't quite muster enough force. Oh, maybe these mice. No, not quite. He's going to have to go home and sell an Owl Warren and probably sell the Skunks too. But the problem is just the economic difference now. Man, I thought Tewesday would have had it from there, but really losing that owl took a lot of the wind out of the sails. And again, you know, you just can't underestimate a solid economy. I mean, Raton is living large over here. I mean, this economic difference is absolutely huge. And it doesn't matter if I've got the unit that counters you, or I've got the better comp, you know, if you've just got an immense economic lead. I think that's true in any RTS game. Let's see, Raton's coming in here again. But Tewesday is mustering up some forces and cleans this up. Man, this is such a crazy match. I think Tewesday might pull this off in the long run. Raton is not quite getting up to the critical mass of lizards here. I think that move out was a mistake. I certainly see why Raton tried it. But, you know, Raton needs to kind of hang out for a second. Definitely make sure Tewesday can't get another base. You know, do stuff like this, like run around. Look for engagements. Look for Tewesday maybe to pull the lizards up a little bit too far forward compared to the other units. And take that engagement, just lizard versus lizard. But yeah, Raton needs to get this critical mass of lizards here. To where he's like, I don't care that you have the owl. I don't care that you got the skunks. I just have so many more units than you. Oh, and that is really bad for Raton there. Pulling out without committing. You know, heavy losses for free. That's exactly what Tewesday needed. And this is hard to call, but I think Tewesday wins from here. I think those last couple attempts from Raton were just a little bit too fumbled there. You know, Raton needed some good engagements, needed a situation where he could snipe that other owl. And slowly but surely, man, Tewesday's like, okay, you can't just run me over, so you gotta leave me alone for a second, and now I've got some breathing room to get these farms established again. And Raton really needs to find these angles to kind of nip at the heels of Tewesday. Try to fight, try to pick things off where Tewesday's army isn't. And Raton's got turrets too, though. I didn't think about that. You know, maybe if Raton like sets up a little bit of a turret wall in the center and tries to take the fights around that, just gonna come in here with these lizards again after those mice got depleted, and Raton's gonna all in on this gristmill and is gonna get it. Hamstringing the economy of Tewesday, but losing everything in the process. And now Tewesday has the opportunity to come in here for the counterattack. A couple turrets to stand. Tewesday is not aware of the gristmill to the east. Is going to find that angle in. Raton does not have enough lizards here. Has the same amount of lizards as Tewesday has, and Tewesday has the skunks and the owls as well. Oh my gosh. And this looks like a Tewesday victory. Very crazy match, man. I'm telling you, all the games tonight have just been absolutely bananas. Raton desperately trying to hang on here. But it does not appear it is going to work. GG. Nicely done from Tewesday here. Taking that 2-0 series. I appreciate the tenacity from Raton, definitely. So, my question is, for myself to look up,